There's a trick politicians have used for years, and it's working today better than ever. I call it divide and distract. Here's how it works. Instead of fixing problems, they point the finger at someone else to blame. Immigrants, the homeless, people on food stamps, teachers, unions, neighbors who vote differently than you. We've all been fed this steady diet of scapegoats, left, right, and everyone in between. And while we're busy arguing, the people at the top are cashing in. Take a look around. Housing. Instead of helping the homeless, they criminalize it. That's not policy, that's divide and distract. AI and automation. Millions of jobs are disappearing, but instead of holding corporations accountable, leaders blame immigrants. Divide and distract. Education. They push school choice as if it's about freedom, but it drains public schools while funneling tax money into private ones. Divide and distract. Retirement. They talk about entitlement reform, making us fight over Social Security and Medicare while billionaires enjoy tax breaks big enough to cover it all. Workers' rights. They push right to work laws that weaken unions, then tell non union workers their union neighbors are the problem. Divide and distract. The pattern is always the same. When we're looking left and right, blaming each other, we aren't looking up at the billionaires, the lobbyists, and the congressmen and corporations profiting from our dividing line. Division keeps us powerless. Unity makes us unstoppable. That's why they fight so hard to keep us divided. The truth is, whether you call yourself a conservative, liberal, independent, we all want the same things: affordable housing, fair pay, lower prices, good schools, and a future for our children. The billionaires don't care which team we're on, they win when we fight each other. Our grandparents understood this. When workers stood shoulder to shoulder in factories, on picket lines, and in marches, they won fair wages, weekends, and Social Security. Unity built the middle class. Division shrank it. So the next time a leader points at the poor, the homeless, or immigrants and says they're the problem, remember the real question isn't who is to blame. It's who benefits while we're distracted. And the answer is always the same: the billionaires. So, how do we push back? On Labor Day, marches are happening across the country to protest billionaire greed and honor the workers who keep this nation running. If you can march, march. If you can't, talk to a neighbor you disagree with, share a meal, or simply refuse to believe the billionaire's script that your fellow worker is your enemy. Because when we stand shoulder to shoulder, no billionaire, no lobbyist, no politician can divide us. That's the America worth fighting for. So let's truly honor the workers of this country, not just with words, but with unity. And as always, smash those buttons to hear more straight talk.